There's a meme going around that says, check on your single friends, they're doing stupid things. And in my case, I'm hanging a shelf without a drill or a functioning electric screwdriver. So I got one screw up, which you can see over there under the fan. And the other screw is going to go right where that dot is. And I'm going to leave those hooks have held this, sorry about that, this simmer plate and a pot holder and my spoon rest. And I'm going to leave them up for now in case I don't like the shelf. They've been sticking quite well up there, so I think I'll be okay. And the point is that the spice rack that I have over there, I really like the rack. I talked about that in a prior video, but I want to put the spices on this rack here so I can put some other things on that rack, on that more sturdy rack. I have to have somebody come, probably Michelle, and take down the plastic spice holders. I'd like to try and take them down in a way that they could be reused if I decided to. But in the meantime, I'm going to put that brown rack that you see, which was also a Michelle gift from one of her storage cleanouts. I'm going to put it on the board that goes under the exhaust fan and put the jars of spices on it so I can use that little cabinet for something else, for some other things. You'll see. So you probably want to know how I'm going to get the screw in the board without a drill, and that's how. This is how we did it when we were kids. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, I don't know what that was. We used a nail, in this case a very sturdy brass-headed nail, to make a pilot hole. Then we wiggled the nail out and put the screw in. That's how I put that screw in, and that's how I'm putting this screw in. If I had a drill, I'd make a pilot hole, but I don't. So this works just as well. Eat your heart out, people. Dead level, on the money. My father, God rest his pointed soul, would be so proud. So I got it up, both ends, and now I'm going to put spices on it. It's my little boy, my son when he was a little boy. And true fact, that little level there is the little level that he used with his Little Tikes toy set. Anyway, toy tool set. Say that 10 times fast. So I got it up, it's level, it's on the wall, it's put in properly, even if a little weirdly, and now I'm going to put spices on it. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, bear in mind, I'm planning to convert this to the model that has a switch instead of a chain. That'll happen another few weeks. I have to order it and get someone to install it, but that's just perfect. On to the next project, which is moving the jars that you see there over to here, and then cleaning up the counter. But I'm pretty proud of this. Just admire that for a minute. So maybe don't check on your single friends. They're doing stupid things, but sometimes those stupid things work out. So here's what we're working with, and I had planned this when I move the spice cabinet into place, this one. These are beautiful hand-painted glass jars that have salt and tea. So I think there are 5. 3 tea and 2 salts, because doesn't everyone have 2 salts? And these are the mugs and drinking vessels. That's a cup, mug, mug, and mug. These are the ones I use most, in addition to this crystal one down here. And this, sorry about that, this is sort of my coffee stuff. I need to get a new single burner warmer. Mine finally bit the dust after 46 years. Yeah, I could have kept using it, but it began to look frayed, and you don't want to use frayed wires. So I have to get a new one, and it will go back up here. But I have coffee pot, other coffee cups and mugs. These are teapot, espresso, French press espresso. I don't know why these paper and plastic cups are here. Somebody set them there. So the goal is to put these dishes up where the jars had been there. I do use those dishes, especially the little Fire King cups, but they don't need to be here. They can be up with the other dishes. And to get the jars, the mugs that I use frequently, and situated over here somehow. I haven't 100% sure decided how. I think the jars will best fit here. 3, probably, I don't know. I don't know if 3 will fit. No, probably not. I don't want to use one shelf for 2 jars. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the jars situated, probably 86, the paper cup and plastic cup, move dishes up to the dishes shelf, and rearrange the coffee area, and hopefully there are a few things here, empty jars, a sugar bowl that I love but don't use, the Melmac gravy boat that I keep tea in, I think. That's a Fire King dish that was my mother's. Those are empty jars that held spices. Those things might become expendable. I'm not sure. They won't get thrown away, but they might get moved. So anyway, I'm going to work on that. I haven't had an opportunity to clean these shelves in a while, so I'll clean them and rearrange and see how it works out. Meanwhile, I'm listening to The Next Level on the Bulwark, member-only edition. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Well, I had some success, I think. The dishes got up there, and they're not too crowded. There's another look at the spice rack. This pot holder, which I use all the time and which needs to be washed, is hanging on a little hook that I put on the spice rack. I tucked a couple of the little containers in there. That is a little spice dish that was gifted to me, handmade. This is Herbe de Provence. I actually use that a fair amount. I replenish that often. I have to clean this. This is that Fire King dish. This is a Fire King dish that belonged to my mother. I think it had coffee stored in it. But anyway, I have to clean that off. I'm not sure where those are going to end up, but they're tucked in there for now. You saw the salt containers. There's my sugar bowl. Again, I don't use sugar, and when I put sugar in my sugar bowl, I get ants. So I really like that sugar bowl, but it's eventually probably going to have to go away. This is that antique coffee pot. It's filled with packets of Earl Grey tea. And let me move over here and give you a tour. So these are the drinking vessels that I use the most. Crystal mug that was handmade by a friend of my son's. A handmade mug someone gifted me. That's a Francoma mug, this orange one. This is, I got this second hand, but it's actually a current potter. I've forgotten who. Yeah, there it is. I think you pronounce it Pinku. I bought that second hand. I think I paid $10 for it, but it retails for a lot more. I bought it because it feels good in my hand and I love it. This is a piece of Mexican pottery that I got at Goodwill for like 49 cents. Big score. I was very proud of that one. These were hand painted by an artist that's a member of my shop. This is one of the last things I have from my traditional house that was not mine. It has no sentimental value, but it fits perfectly in my hand. These were gifted to me by my sister Joyce. They're very nice for people who like big cups. That middle one I bought at the Plaza Art Fair in Kansas City. I cracked it. I glued it back together not very well. It does hold water, but it looks funky. Anyway, so there are the hand-painted jars, salt and tea. Here's the, this was my mother's, this is not my mother's gravy boat. This was the type of plasticware that we used at home. I think I bought this particular gravy boat at an antique store. So I managed to get all my coffee mugs back on there, and I wiped down the shelves, and I think it looks pretty good. Didn't mean to give you a shot of my composting toilet, but at least it's presentable. Anyway, I'm really proud of putting up that rack. Yes, I leave my butter out all the time. It's usually sits over here. I was just wiping off the counter. About to make some tea. I'm really proud of that spice rack. And I'm really pleased to have all the drinking vessels and coffee making vessels over here with the tea and the salt. So there you have it. Thanks for spending a few minutes of my tiny life with me. Check on your single friends. They're doing dangerous things, like putting up spice shelves without drills or electric screwdrivers. And they're pretty happy about it. See you next time.